Hi guys, welcome to my channel. For those who are new here, my name is Agi, and I've been meaning to do this video for the longest time possible because I've had so many queries from friends, from people that I don't know, and they keep asking me how I do my online business. I've been in the online business for about let me just say 10 years, and it pays. Like, you can pay bills with it, and I've done it as a side hustle. There are moments when I'm employed and I have to do it as a side hustle, and when I'm not employed, I do it as my main hustle. So it's something that you can actually do, and it actually works. In case you're wondering if it's possible, so I'm just going to give you a guideline on what the things that you need to do first before you start an online business, things that you need to know, and things that you should look out for or avoid when you're doing an online business. So like I told you guys, I've done it for around 10 years, and it's lucrative. It pays as long as you do it, as probably I'm going to tell you guys. I don't know what you guys want to do, but I've been doing a lot of women fashion, shoes, bags, dresses, and stuff like that. So the first time I started, there are certain things that I didn't know. The number one mistake I did was, okay, the first time I tried to sell dresses, I imported from China, and when I imported the dresses, I didn't know much on shipping. So when the dresses arrived, I had to pay so much on shipping. And the mistake that I did, I used DHL, which you guys know is so expensive. And after using DHL, the shipping cost was so high. So I ended up, selling the dresses at a loss. So I'm just going to give you a guide on things to avoid, things to do, so that you can have a successful online business. So if you want to start an online business, you first have to identify what you want to sell. So the first thing that you have to know is, I want you to do something that you're passionate about. For me, I'm passionate about women's clothing, and this includes bags, shoes, dresses, tops, and stuff like that, just basically women's stuff. And I can't talk about men's stuff because it's not my passion. It's not something that I like, and it's not something that I've ever done. So I'm going to handle basically women fashion. So you're going to identify what you want to sell, and I would advise that you do something that you like. Don't, like, for me, I can't handle a hardware shop because I find it so boring. I know it's lucrative, but I find it so boring. So I don't think it's something that probably I would do. So that's why I'm going to be giving you examples basically on women fashion. So after you identify what you want to do, and it should be something that you really like, because you want to know the trends. Even if it's a hardware, like, you have to know what's in. So if it's something that you don't like, then I think you could miss out on that. And you also have to do a lot of research before you start this online business. Find out if what you want to sell is something that you're able to do it online, or you need a shop. Yeah. So after you identify what you want to sell, now you want to know where you're going to source your goods. So for me, where I have sourced my goods, it's I've bought from China through Alibaba. I did a video on buying stuff from Alibaba and shipping to Kenya. If you haven't watched, I'm going to put the link down below. You can buy from Isili. You can buy from, when you go to Kampala, there are so many malls there that you can buy from. And I don't know, you can buy from Kamkunji. Yeah. So in case there's any place that I've left out, I'd like to hear in the comment section. Feel free to let me know where are other places that you can source your goods from. So you have to know the amount of capital you have. Like, for example, when you're sourcing from China, there's a certain amount of capital that you need. I think the lowest that I've sourced from China is, I bought goods the first time I was trying, yeah, so I bought 30 pairs of shoes at around 20-something thousand, and then the shipping cost was also around that 25,000. So let's say just around 50k probably is enough. So, and what I like about China is because sometimes you tend to get unique things. Yeah, when you go to Isili, everybody goes there. When you go to Kampala, so many people go there. That's why I said, let me try China. So I think if you have enough money, you can also try China, and you can buy from Alibaba. You don't really have to go there. But I did a guide. You don't want to get duped, so I did a guide on how to buy from Alibaba. Like I said before, I'm going to put the link down below. Yeah, so after you identify where you're going to source your goods, you need to open a social media page. Like for example, for me, I use Facebook, I use Instagram, and which other place? Let me just say basically I use Facebook and Instagram. So when you join Facebook, you're going to open an account, and then you'll open a page. So in that page is where you're going to display your goods. You're going to put your information there, like your working hours. Make sure that you give people detailed information so that they know where you are. They should know your working hours, if you're able to deliver or not. So you should be able, and make sure that you tell them it's online, because some people have issues when you tell them it's online. They don't want to come because they want an actual shop where they can go to. And the good thing about having an online shop is because you don't have to worry about rent. So many people tend to forget that you also have to include, like, you know, transport. I think transport, you can just consider it as rent, it's like you're paying rent, but I think you'll be using a lesser amount than when you actually rent a shop in town. So I think it's something that you can work on. So after you open a Facebook page, you open you can also join like these Facebook groups. Yeah, there are certain groups that you can sell from, like the Soko Cool, Soko Nyeusi. There's so many, like Soko 1,000 Bobo Less. These are shops, these are online groups that you can join so that you're able to sell your stuff there. And let me just tell you, I've sold so many things from there, and you have to be very active when you're selling from there. So when you open this, you want to give out every detail of information about your shop. You want to put where you are, where people can get to, your phone number, everything. So after you get your stuff or your goods that you want to sell online, let's assume you shopped from China, or you went to Kampala, or you went to Isili or Kamkunji. Now you have your goods in your house, because you remember you're doing online. You want to take very nice pictures, and the reason why I prefer taking pictures is because your client is going to see actually how your good looks like. Because sometimes people have the problem of downloading pictures that probably don't look like the stuff that they have. For example, shoe, they tend to go for something that, let me say, like for example, you have like a patent nude heel. They will go online and they will get it, but they don't look exactly the same. So sometimes you take your good to someone and someone will not buy it because they feel cheated. So you want to take actual pictures, and the secret to taking nice pictures is when you have good lighting. If you don't have good lighting, your pictures tend to be dull. You can find that someone has very nice stuff, but because the pictures are poorly taken, someone is not attracted by the picture. Remember, you're doing online. You have to do your best when it comes to pictures, because this is the only way you can display your product. So if you're not able to take good pictures, then probably nobody is going to be interested, because the picture is what is supposed to attract someone to buy from you. So you're going to take very good pictures, and probably if you want to download the pictures from the internet, make sure that it actually looks like whatever you're selling, because sometimes you cannot have like the best cameras so far. We are not all blessed, but you need to start from somewhere. And then you can go online and try to find pictures. If you don't find something that does not look like whatever you're selling, don't even try it. You're going to get yourself into problems. You'll end up making trips that are not successful. You'll end up wasting fare, taking something, and then someone will not buy. Yeah. So after you've taken your pictures nicely, you will now upload them on your Facebook page, like the page that you open to sell your product, or on Instagram. And when you're uploading these pictures, try to give all the information about that product. Like for example, dresses. Yeah, dresses. Try to put the fabric. Yeah, take the actual photo of that dress. Yeah? You can put it on a dummy. You can have someone wear it. It will still sell. Yeah, so you have to make good presentation. That is your brand. You have to make it nice. You see, you can have something really pretty, but because you're not taking good pictures, you're not able to sell it. So when you post those pictures, try to put their detailed info about that product as much as you can. You can put the fabric, the sizes that are available, the colors, your number. Don't forget to put your contact, because sometimes someone wants to buy something and they want to ask for your number, and then they are not able to find you, so they waste a lot of time, and then they get another option. So you want to put your contact there, all the details. And now after you put your product there, and what I would like to say also that I'm forgetting, when you join these groups and you post your stuff there, make sure that you're always online so that you're able to answer to queries. The problem with people is that you post a picture, you don't put your phone number, you don't put the sizes available, so you post and then you get you go missing, you go MIA for like, probably you come back the next day, and then you find like there are over 58 queries of everybody asking how much your product is, what's your contact, how can I get you. You're wasting a lot of time. Yeah, you're wasting so much time, and you end up losing clients. Maybe all these 58 people would have bought if you put your all your details there. It's better that you just put there genuinely. So if, for example, address is 2,500, some people don't want to put it there. You have to ask for those prices. Someone will buy. If that person is interested and has the money, they will buy it whether they want it, whether you like it or not. So sometimes we tend to forget, and then you put their price because you want all those comments. Those comments are not going to help you. Try to post the picture, put all the details, information about that product, and then be online to answer to all those queries. Because sometimes you go MIA and someone was really interested, and because you're not there to answer to their queries, they move on, they go to someone else, or they get something else. Yeah, so that one is a loss to you. It's not a loss to them. So when you post pictures on those groups, make sure that you're online most of the time to answer to those queries. So after you post and someone wants your whatever you have, make it known to them that you're online and you're going to deliver this product. And for delivery, you have to charge delivery fee, because sometimes you forget to tell people about the delivery fee, and then you get there with your product and then they pay, and then you tell them that, oh, you have to now pay for delivery, and maybe they are not ready for that. So you're going to just create chaos. And be as genuine as possible with these people when they ask you what's the fabric like. If it's not, like, for example, people have this assumption that most dresses have this heavy fabric, which is not true. There are so many fabrics. So if you know about fabrics, you put there, whether it's linen, it's cotton, tell them so that they know. If it's a heel, tell them the heel is 6 inches. Don't just post there, because when I started first, I didn't put all these details, and then someone would ask for a pair of shoe, and then I would take it to them, and then when you get there, they try on the shoe and it's too high, they can't walk on them. So it's your loss. Someone will tell you, I can't buy it because I didn't know that the heel is this long. So make sure that you tell the person all the details about this product. Yeah. So after you talk to this person, you've told them all the details, now make an arrangement with this person when you're available, and tell them sorry guys, tell them how they're able to get this product. So you can make an arrangement to go to meet them in their office. I would recommend that you try to go to public places, don't go to, you know, private homes. Yeah, and if your heart tells you that you're not safe, don't go. Most of the time, what I would do, if someone asks to buy something, I would ask them that, are you able to come to town probably tomorrow or on Tuesday, so that they don't tell me that bring it to my home. And one thing you have to remember, if you're delivering to town, I think it's not good that you charge for delivery unless you're taking out of town, because if you're delivering to town, most people come to shop in town. So if you charge people for delivery to town, I don't think it makes sense, because even that person has left wherever they were and they came to town. So deliveries for town, for CBD, I think you should try to put them free. And then if someone wants to take them, for you to take to them something out of town, then that way you're able to charge for delivery. Yeah, so try to meet these people in public places, and when you get there, be as kind be as kind, be good to them, like know how to talk to them. When I started first, I was so naive. Like, I would get there and I would start even to sweat because I was so scared. Like, it was the first time I was doing this, and I was like, anytime someone would like comment, give me a negative comment about the product, I would be so devastated and I would be so angry. But nowadays, I don't care. If we agreed and I gave you the actual picture, I think the best thing to do if you're not taking the product is to give me the delivery fee, because if I gave you all the details about the product, I gave you, say that, because some people are just stubborn, like these are things that you have to know. Some people are just naturally stubborn. Like sometimes someone would order a pair of jeans, they will tell you I'm a size 30. So what you do, carry a size 28 and a size 32 so that you're safe. But sometimes you get there, you have all the sizes, and then the person's like, oh, I don't like it, or it doesn't fit well, or it doesn't look good on me. That is now their problem. I would tell you, you have to pay for it, because some people just, one thing you have to know, there's some people who just make you angry, and I think sometimes you just have to be very patient with them and know how to handle these things amicably and don't create chaos. So after someone buys a product from you, it's always good that you try to find out how they felt about the product, like their review. Try to find if they loved it, because sometimes I would take something to someone and they're not able to try it, and then you leave the client like that. It's not good. After you take it, and maybe, like most of the times, if the person didn't try the dress, try to find out after they got home, did you try the dress, did it fit, like what are your thoughts? Try to find out, and if probably didn't fit, arrange for an exchange. Yeah, you can agree with the person. You can say, like, some people are so understanding, like try to work things amicably with them. Don't get the person angry, because you know the client is always right. So try to, because you also want to maintain your relationship with that client, because sometimes there are times when I would take one thing to someone, just one dress, and I used to have clients who would order things for up to 20k. Like these people were just a blessing to me. So I would say to myself, what if I handle things differently with this person, and be as genuine as possible. Like this client of mine, I would how do you say it? I would ship the clothes for her to Mombasa, from Nairobi to Mombasa, and the first time she just bought a few, and now she was my client. Like anytime I would send her pictures, like she would buy like for 30k, for 20k. So this is just a blessing. So she earned my trust. So be trustworthy. If you promise someone that you're going to deliver, try to deliver. If you're not able to deliver, make an effort and tell this person that I won't be able to deliver today, and try to compensate. Like for example, if she was going to pay for the fare, or she was going to pay for the delivery fee, and you can try to probably cut the cost, or tell her you were going to pay half because it's my problem and stuff like that, blah blah blah. So those are the kind of things that you're going to do. And like I said before, you always try to find out if they like the product, in case they did not try the product. So I think if you're able to follow these things, I think I've said almost everything, and if you're able to follow all these things, then I think you won't have so many issues with people. Yeah. Some other thing that you also have to know is that your packaging will say a lot. Like try to package your stuff well. Like I've had issues where you take someone, like I also buy stuff online, and sometimes you order like a pair of shoe, and when you see in the pictures, the shoes are really nice, and sometimes we as sellers, like you have this pair of shoe that so many people have tried it on, and it's so dirty, and you still carry it the way it was, and you take to another client. Like the shoe now just looks old. Why don't you just clean the shoe up and, you know, try to package it nicely so that someone feels like it's worth what they're paying for? Because there's some instances that you order something online and then someone will deliver something so dirty, something that so many people have tried, even if it's a dress, and sometimes it smells it smells terrible. Like you cannot even put it on yourself and try it yourself. So try and package these things well. If the cloth is dirty, find a way of removing that smell from that dress. Like sometimes, or even if it's shoes, why don't you like get paper bags, or you know, there's some paper bags that you find inside the shoe, so that when someone is trying the shoe, you put it inside. And maybe sometimes it's not even the trying, maybe it's how you store them. Like for example, bags, sometimes someone, the bag, maybe when she got it, it was really new, but because you know you move around with it so much, yeah, so it tends to get scratches or it gets dirty. Make an effort and try to clean it before you take it to the client. Yeah. So I think that's just my thought about when you want to start an online business. I think pictures really matter. How you handle your clients is really vital. Like I think those are the things that really matter when you're doing an online business. And you have to remember, online business has its advantages and disadvantages, so you have to also be ready for that. I think I've mentioned a few. So I think that's just it for this video, and I'm so glad that you're able to tune in today. I hope that this video is going to be helpful to you, and that you're able to gain something from it. And if you have a comment, if you have any question, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. I'll be able to answer you probably in my next video. Yeah, so feel free to ask anything, give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you like such videos. And I hope that I'm going to see you in my next video, and goodbye.